What's the biz, everybody? It's your boy Baker Maker, aka T. Ansley, and I'm here to give you a true shit review. Yeah, this review has been a long time coming. Here is Dragon Studios' Tifa Lockhart resin statue. I had pre-ordered this way back in September 2020. However, unlike most of the Tifa statues that's been released by these third-party studios, we never once received any kind of updates or in-hand photos for this statue. All we had to go off on was the promotional art they released when they revealed the statue. So for 2 years, we were pretty much in the dark when it came to its progress/development. At some point, I even messaged various sites that were selling these statues if they had any idea on why we haven't heard anything involving this statue, when it's gonna be released, and if it's still even gonna be made. Cause all I had already gave Fanatic Anime Store a large amount of money for it. If for some reason the production for this statue was shut down, we as the consumers needed to know and deserve to get our a full refund if we weren't getting it at all. To this day, we still have no clue as to why it took so long to have been released to the public, nor why we didn't receive any updates on it during its long production. My only guess is that it must have been delayed for some reason. Don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of high-quality statues such as these that take a while to be released after the initial announcements. But again, for 2 years, we didn't hear nothing about this statue, which is very odd for most Tifa statues. Which is why many people I talked to about it were worried at the time. Thankfully, on August 31st, 2022, a YouTube known as, I'm not even going to butcher the name, I'm going to put the name on the screen, whom I'm assuming is either one of the sculptors or someone closely associated with the statue, released a video showcasing the actual statue itself. It was mostly just them putting the statue together without any dialogue. And unfortunately, they had turned off comments, which means we couldn't ask any questions and still can't. Then the next month, I received an email from Fanatic Anime Store that the statue is ready to be shipped. They just sent me an invoice to pay the shipping price, and once that happens, they'll ship it to my address. Unfortunately, I didn't have the money at the time, so I didn't pay the invoice till sometime in early November, which was a few weeks before its due date. And then I finally got it delivered to my house on December 18th. Did a whole live stream on my Instagram unboxing it. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. And now here we are. It's taken me some time getting this video together, mainly because of the work and various other things going on in my personal life, but I finally managed to make it happen. So with that long-winded introduction out of the way, was the statue worth the wait? Well, saying this statue is huge would be a huge understatement. So huge, in fact, that even one of my subscribers, Leave Me Alone, Please No, who also owns this statue, have told me that it's too big to be considered a 1/4 scaled. It's actually 24 inches tall, so it's definitely bigger than all the other Tifas that I own, and they're all supposed to be 1/4 scaled as well. So it could very well be 1/3 scale. Plus, it's even taller than the Arkham City Harley Quinn statue, made by Prime One Studios. That's supposed to be 1/3 scaled, and that statue is approximately 23 inches tall. So it could very well have been an error made by whoever was scaling this Tifa statue. Regardless, it's definitely the largest statue I currently own. Putting the pieces together wasn't too hard once I actually decided to watch the video that showed how to assemble the pieces up. But prior to that, I was really struggling, so I definitely recommend watching that video because the statue doesn't come with an instruction manual, which I feel like it definitely should. It should have. So I'll leave a link to said video in the description. Now, the part some of you care about the most. How's the head sculpt? Well, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it has her likeness, not completely. I like that they made her earpiece movable enough to dangle it to give it the impression that it's a real jewelry. Love how dynamic they made her hair here, as well as her pose. It has a LED feature in which all you need is a USB cable cord to plug up to the wall to make the base light up. Thankfully, the statue did come with said cord, and boy does the statue look even more amazing when it lights up, and especially in the dark. Could definitely use it as a lamp, though I'm afraid if I keep it on for too long, like for instance a whole night when I'm going to sleep, it might burn out on me and I won't be able to turn it on and off anymore. It does come with a coin that features her gauntlet gloves, and the coin does come with a number on it, which mine is 158 out of 450. So there are different versions of the statue that you can choose from. If you choose the version that got which is the DX version, aka the standard version, you'll get the main body plus the base, and you'll have to pay. So you'll have to pay like a total of $555 US plus shipping. The shipping cost for me was $272 US, which means I paid a grand total of $827 US for this statue. Luckily, I went with the payment plan method. Then there's the EX version, which consists of the main body plus the base plus the cast-off feature, which means it comes with an extra piece of Tifa's upper body, but completely naked, so you can see her boobs. Then finally, there's the VIP version, which is the main body plus the base plus the upper body without any clothes, plus the lower body without any clothes, so you can see her vagina, plus a small kid Tifa figurine. Now, a kid Tifa statue sounds pretty wholesome enough until you find out that even that has a cast-off feature, which I find disgusting. They would even make this a thing. Why would anyone want to display a kid Tifa in the nude unless you're into that shit? And if you are, get the fuck out of here.
Stop it. Get some help.
Unfortunately, it's sold out on the Fanatic Anime Store website. There might be some other statue websites that are still selling these. There are some who are selling. There are some people who are selling theirs on eBay, but for unreasonable prices. Now, I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. When this statue got revealed back in 2020, it instantly became one of, if not the most controversial Tifa statues that were announced at the time. This figure is actually based on an artwork done by Saki Michan, which I also own. Saki Michan is NSFW, not safe for work artist. So that's why this one is sexualized. But honestly, I've seen worse. Is it really necessary for the statue to show off her bra? Not at all. But I still like the fighting pose she does. Yeah, she's sexy, but she's still a badass. I feel like Dragon Studio did a really good job at replicating her face to at least resemble the fan art it's based on. Not completely, but it does a good enough job for me. And it doesn't look too far off from how she looks in the game either. Plus, I absolutely love the base of it with the iconic 7th Heaven sign messed up in the ruins. Looks like to me that the Sector 7 slums have become a battlefield and Tifa's ready to throw down with anyone who dares mess with her home. I know I mentioned earlier how huge the statue is, but the base itself is gigantic. Not to mention pretty damn heavy, let me tell you. And look, I understand why some of you might not like the statue, and that's fine. I'm glad I bought it. I think it looks great, but I get why some Tifa fans wouldn't purchase this. This obviously isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. So what do you guys think of the statue? Do you like it or dislike it? Comment below and let me know. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like these, and most importantly, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do post these videos. Now, with that said, stay beast.